Heyo again, friendos. Got another one for you today. Got a roguish roguelite game called Loot River. Got it in the recent Humble Bundle that's coming out with a bunch of Souls-like, quote unquote. That's important for this. I'm going to point that out later. Souls-like combat games. This was included. I actually had seen a little bit about this some time ago. I don't remember when, and I thought it was pretty interesting. So I'm kind of glad I got it from that little bundle. It's probably one of the main reasons why I got it. So let's go ahead and let's give it a go. See how it looks. I don't think I've got a run going right now. So, but yeah, it's got an interesting aesthetic. I like the graphics for the most part. They're simple pixel art, but at the same time not. Like, the character design, it's like a 3D. It's like a 3D sprite pixelated, but the actual environment is quite good, I would say. It's got a bunch of different weapons that you can use. Some minor differences. Like this feels exactly the same as this, but they got different abilities. This one's got a slam that you can do, and this one's got a magic rings that you can throw. And yeah, we got a couple people in town already, much like Firelink. This is the blacksmith. We'll go ahead and shop with them. One of the main mechanics, from what I've seen, is you, much like Dead Cells, you will collect orbs as you go through. You can put those orbs towards your how do you want to say, the weapons. I can't talk, sorry. You'll put them towards your weapons, you unlock them, as you do, so on and so forth. What not too crazy, you know what I'm saying? From what I can tell, based off of what the achievements read, you can also do that for armor and hats and magic, but I haven't found any. Pet the chickens. You can quit modifiers for your runs. Right now I have found quite a few. I haven't played this too much, but I got pretty lucky on one of my runs, went very far and found quite a few. One of these adds a boss, special boss that I did find before I put this modifier on, but adds this boss to be more guaranteed, and I guess adds a door. I don't know what that door does. I tried fighting him in the last time I played and I died to him. Overpopulation, pretty self-explanatory to that. Random spells is nice because now I can actually get spells. I don't have very many. Random available weapons, that's helpful because otherwise you'd be starting off with a shitty sword and shitty spear. And this one just makes the basic first area simpler. Now, what does that mean? You will see in here in just a moment. Here's probably the most interesting mechanic that this game has that I've personally. Investing potions. You get 4 potions at the start, and you can essentially give one to Chaboy over here. I'm going to do 1 this time. You'll lose that potion, but when you get it, he's going to double it. So that's pretty cool. Now here's the main movement mechanic for the game. You can control the blocks with the right stick. And it ends up acting much like a slide puzzle. And what's cool about this is you can end up having some really neat ways of playing the game. For example, I'm going to charge this up, go in, and get a charge attack off. Personally, from what I found, the combat feels easy. Like, the game says it has Souls-like combat. However, there's not any stamina. And I don't know, I feel like I just dodge forever. I go in and I dodge forever. And there's a parry that's... The timing is a little bit odd. Like, that was not correct timing, but the parry counted. I don't know. The parry is weird. I'll say that. The parry is weird. But I found that I could just, like, just attack and dodge, attack and dodge, attack and dodge. At, like, relatively, I'm sucking now, but relatively little damage. You'll occasionally find some armor. This one gives me a double dash, which is pretty good. I do want that. Get them. There's level ups. Oops, wrong button. These level ups are just for one run. So, but we'll go ahead. Right now we've got this weapon, which is, so far, it's my favorite. We'll go with some vitality. We're gonna get more health since I'm not doing super well. Oh, that was... yeah, so it's got an interesting set of mechanics that I think, and I like it so far. I'd say I kind of like it. It's not, what it does is quite interesting, but I would say, okay, in terms of combat, it doesn't do enough. Like he didn't attack at all there. He was just sitting there, basically waiting for me. I feel like I mostly take damage from trying to parry, and being stupid, but... So, yeah, that guy's protecting everyone, just gotta kill everyone else. Gonna do it quick. Like, the combat, I feel like the intention is to be slow and methodical, but really, it just kinda... Well, that's... See, like... The only reason I took damage is because I was charging like a dungus and didn't really do much. So that's already what I had with no modifications. It's boring. Let's see what this brings us. Oh, a corpse, which has a weapon. That's the basic weapon. It has more damage, but I don't like how it feels. So we're not going to use it. Boom, easy. We got a charm. Killing an enemy adds 30% damage. That's pretty good. Alright, and we're just gonna keep moving. Oh, what hit me? I will say, the movement of the mechanic, it's interesting because if you're paying attention to it as you fight, it can allow you to do some wacky things. You can separate enemies pretty easily to make it a little bit easier for yourself, like that. You can move across pretty easy. Ooh, this is bad. This is bad. We're gonna go ahead and quickly heal, and we're gonna start charging. No, we're not, because I gotta get that shield boy. Goodness, this is really bad. I gotta separate some of these. And see, that's where the mechanic comes in. It's pretty cool. I can use the mechanic to separate out, say, you know, keep myself safe. I will say the other thing right there, the health bar was being hidden behind the foreground. Like that's just bad. Like that shouldn't be happening. I sound like I'm trashing on this game a lot, and I'm saying like I don't like it, you know. But I will say it's surprisingly fun. But I don't know if it's one that you want to spend a shit ton of hours on, much like Hades or Dead Cells or Spelunky, but it's certainly, it's a nice little distraction, is what I will say. That was basically an extra life. And let's see, we're just going to go ahead, we're going to speed run and see if we can get to something interesting. Okay, we've got a boss fight here. This is the usurper I was talking about. Now, he is hard. Gantley. What do we got? Convert 2% of damage to health, but potions are less effective. Sure. We're going to use that now that I'm out of potions. He can teleport, that's why he's difficult. The last time I died, or got very far, I died to a boss that was able to also move platforms. Gotta go serious mode real quick. I mean, okay, so I feel like just wow, yeah, this that shows I think probably my biggest issue. That just attack, dodge. There's no difficulty. There's really no oh. Let's go to Sanctuary. That's the home base. Where does this take me? This should also take me to Sanctuary. I want to go through that door. Let's see where that door takes us. We'll see where that door takes us, huh? All right. To the Divide. So you just kind of come back here. You speak to Chaboy. He's going to give me my potions. I'm going to go ahead and invest 2 potions back to him. Yeah, I don't have any spells. This should heal me. Yep. And we'll talk to Freya. We're going to invest. I have 70 knowledge. I'm going to invest that in that. Cleaver. That should be, I believe, a 2-handed. I'm wanting this, whatever this is. So let's go ahead and put it into this. Boom. And we got a better... Each hit breaks a bit of the blade, permanently shortening it. And all opponents makes your spear is actually a broken sword attached to a snap. Well, that's pretty lame, but we'll put into it. But we would have gotten those 2 weapons, so let's see. Crowd Cutter 2 increases damage by 15% for every enemy hit in a single swing. Cool. Some Imposing Cleaver is used to break up packs of distance, and it's also got knockback, the only spell that I have. Deal critical damage when attacking from behind. Damage 4. We'll go with the Crowd Cutter as our main weapon. Slow Blade. Okay, and we'll keep on moving. We gotta go back through where we can't. Oh, he's gonna talk to me. It can just decharge also. Let's cut Emmett's heat clean off. I still haven't met Emmett. I assume he's the one that I have to be fast for. It's like, the city was home to scholars and courtiers who had devoted their lives to the relic. They toiled endlessly to seek a glimpse of paradise. I don't know what that accent was meant to be. I'm sorry. Ooh, this is a new area, probably from defeating Gantly. Shush. Oh no, you scared it. Oh, Carla. Catfish in there, massive. We're all doing cycles again. Alright, cool. I guess I got the ability to fish now. That's nice. Oh. Do I want to go south or north? That's a good question. Let's go south. We'll see what we got. Whoa. Yeah, going south was a good idea. We got a merchant. Greater endurance ring. Adds 2 points of endurance. We'll go for that one instead. That is a new enemy, the guy with the stave. And he's dead. Oh, that's a magic someone's doing. Shit, okay. Now it's getting interesting. I don't like how I was targeting onto that you? Are you doing it? I'm getting stuck in terrain. I don't know who's casting that spell. Jeez. It's gotta be this guy. Good lord. Okay, we're gonna level up real quick. I got 2 levels, I think. Put them both in Vitality, which didn't. Maybe I should have kept the 2% charm. Because I am hurting now. Not every area has a boss from what I've noticed. Some of them are just to the next area, so that's the base sword. I don't want it. And it did look like that guy is the mage. Oh, and I died. That's fine. No big deal. No big deal. No big deal. So yeah, I think I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. That's about really all there is to show. I mean, it does kind of get kind of crazy. One of the bosses I saw was a rather large enemy, imposing, was a somewhat interesting boss fight, I will say. I feel like if this game was still in early access, I would say it has a lot of potential, but it recently exited early access. So the developers felt that this was the full state that they wanted to release the game in, which I feel is somewhat underselling or overselling? Overselling, because it feels like there's so much more with the combat that should have been done. I don't know. But that would require a lot to change it. So yeah, that's really all there is to say for me. I do plan on playing this more, though. I want to give it more time. Maybe not on PC. On the Steam Deck, it felt better, I'll say. Mainly because, you know, a handheld and being able to kind of feel it that way. On computer, it does feel too easy. So we'll see. Yeah, so that is all for this episode. So once again, you know, make sure you smash that fucking like button. Just fucking smash it. Just hit the subscribe. Just fucking punch that bitch and ring the fucking